So people are reaching the breaking point, all right? People are getting pushed to the limit and they're being left with no other options, all right? No other options. And this is sad. This is extremely sad. When I read this article, I was like almost just like driven to tears a little because some of these people's stories are so just like sad and touching and real. This is really affecting people, and I obviously don't want anyone to do this or anything. This is obviously not the right idea. I'm going to be talking about a totally different country right now, but the people that are there, I feel bad for them, all right? So we've been talking about a bunch of different countries, but this one has really hit hard, all right? So in Lebanon, people in Lebanon are really struggling right now. Their currency has been devalued at an extremely fast rate, just like a lot of other these countries that we've been talking about. They've had massive inflation, 80% inflation. We were talking about with Argentina yesterday, made a whole video on that. But Lebanon, their currency is pretty much worthless at this point, okay? And it's gotten so bad that the banks themselves have put major restrictions on any kind of withdrawals or anything like that to do with your money, and people are getting extremely desperate, all right? So just this weekend alone, I think it was just Friday there, just yesterday there, today, you know, it's like a different part of the world, so it's already the next day. But just in the last 24 hours, okay, 5 different banks in Lebanon were held up by citizens. All right, there were bank heists held up by citizens, angry, distraught citizens that have not been able to get their savings or any of their money for months and months and months, some of them going on 2 years now. All right, and I obviously don't, like, you should never do this. I live in America. Like, hopefully something like this would never happen here. Let's hope not. But it's sad to see this happening. And what if something like this could happen here, where the currency is so devalued and that the banks have to shut down withdrawals and deposits and really have to just like take control of the monetary system, all right? So this is huge, and people are literally going into banks, and they're going into banks armed, and they're going into banks with cans of gasoline. They're going in with fuel, and they're demanding their savings back, all right? People are demanding their savings back for their family members have cancer, and they can't pay the bills. They can't pay the medical bills. One of them, one lady got $13,000 of her savings out because her sister had cancer, okay? And her sister's just sitting here with cancer, wasting away, and she can't pay for the medical treatment. She can't access her own money. It's her own money that she earned. She should be able to do this, but the governments and the banks have been so irresponsible. People were describing the banks as like a cartel, where it's like you can only get your money if you are corrupt, if you're part of this like weird system, this underground system, okay? That's the only way you're gonna get access to your money. Another person demanded $200,000 of his own money. It was his own money, okay? It's his money. It's not like he's just trying to rob the bank. And for his sick father, who he couldn't pay the medical bills for, all right? And he instantly, as soon as he walked out, he surrendered, and he turned himself into police right away and everything. And they let him go because they realized like what's going on with people, all right? Because a lot of the police can't even get their own money out either. This is insane. This is insane. And this has also happened in China, all right? So I made a video a couple months ago how China is rolling out military tanks for people protesting to get their money out of the bank. And this was billions. It was like tens of billions of dollars just evaporated of people's life savings that they haven't been able to get out for 6 months plus. And they're protesting, saying, we need our money. We need our money. What are we supposed to do? It's like a few different bank chains in China, major ones, that are not giving anyone withdrawals or anything like that in these like certain regions, these certain sectors of China. So they are rolling out literal military tanks on the road in front of the banks to dissuade protesters, to clear them out, almost like a Tiananmen Square type deal all over again. All right, and I made a whole video on it. There was even like, I even had like some pictures of it and everything like that. So go check that out if you wanted to see more about that. That's insane. And I mean, what is being set up behind the scenes? FedCoin is being pushed, is being seriously discussed by our federal government right now. I believe Biden made an executive order for the Federal Reserve and for the Treasury to work together on a, quote, digital FedCoin, which is like a Fed Bitcoin. It's like a federal government Bitcoin cryptocurrency, federal government thing, where essentially all the currency is controlled and traced. You know, they say like, oh, Bitcoin, it's decentralized. But if the government is the one pushing it, it's not going to be decentralized. They're the ones going to be tracking the blockchain, tracking every single transaction. That's what it's really going to be used for. It's, you know, it's semi-useful now, but if the government has a monopoly on this technology, then it just opens the door for them to track everything and trace everything with the blockchain, all right, with the cryptocurrency, with the FedCoin. And I mean, that's what it's all heading towards. We could enter a hyperinflation scenario where a FedCoin or something like that has to exist, because inflation is going up so much that physical currency is not able to be printed. You know, it's not relevant anymore. So they might come up with a solution to be like, hey, we're gonna just like raise your savings, like whatever you have in FedCoin will go up with inflation or something like that. So if inflation's like 10%, then we'll just raise your FedCoin up 10% as well to match the inflation or something like that. And that'll be like their solution. Or if it's whatever, it's 10% a day, you know what I mean? You're getting into Argentina levels where inflation's 80%. It's, you know, 10% a month. It's whatever, 0.5% a day, 0.3% a day. They are going to get to a point where they will just like manipulate your currency for you, your FedCoin for you with the inflation, because it's so out of control. That's going to be like the next wave of monetary policy, because Argentina already has like 79% interest rates. Now they're talking about raising their interest rates to 100%. All right. And it's just like, it's not working. All right. It's not working. It's only working for America because we're the world reserve currency. All right. So that's the next phase. All right. They're collapsing all these currencies, all these systems that are already set up, and they want to bring in a digital tracing, tracking system that just everything you buy and sell is traced, all right, tracked, and it has to be approved, all right, and it'll be the solution too. It'll be like, it'll be a good thing for you too. It'll be like, hey, this is a solution to all this inflation. This will protect you from the inflation. We'll just have everything go up or whatever. I'm just throwing ideas out, but it'll also be the thing that traps us, all right? So let me know what you guys think. We are obviously heading towards some kind of system like that, but let me know, what do you think of this Lebanon situation? This is so sad. People can't even get their savings out for their family members that have cancer or that are sick or whatever. This is just sad, very desperate situation for these people. Let's hope it gets better, but I don't know. I doubt it. I don't know. We'll see. I'll try to check on this topic, you know, in another month or something like that, see what's going on there. But thank you guys, and you have a blessed day.